Okay, Mr. Ayub is back with us and we are back on the record. Mr. Austin, are we still proceeding with a guilty plea or not?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Ayub, you want to plead guilty to probation violation, correct?
Yes, ma'am, because
Would you raise your
yes.
Okay, you just have to say yes or no. Would you raise your
Yes.
right hand, please?
Yes.
Would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am, I'm telling the truth.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. You can put your hand down. Mr. Ayub, as I said, you have the right to a contested hearing. That's like a trial. If you plead guilty, you won't have that trial and you'll give up the rights that go along with it. That includes the right to have a lawyer at the trial, the right to have this charge proven, the right to have the witnesses against you appear at the trial, the right to ask them questions, the right to have this court order any witnesses that you might have to show up in court, and also the right to testify yourself if you wanted to. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone made any promises to get you to plead guilty to probation violation?
No, ma'am.
Anyone used any threats or other kinds of pressure?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you think you really did violate probation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I ordered you to go to TRICAP, is that right?
Say it again, ma'am, please.
I ordered you to go to that TRICAP program, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And I know you feel that you didn't need it, but the truth is you didn't go, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The court finds the plea is understandingly, voluntarily, and knowingly made. It is supported by the testimony. The plea of guilty is accepted. Mr. Ayub is found guilty of probation violation. Agent Forrest, is there a recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to notify the court, first of all, that upon his arrest on June 28th by the Lansing Police Department, Mr. Ayub was found in possession of a firearm. He does have criminal charges pending in the district court level at this time for that. In regards to this violation, this would be at least the defendant's fourth violation, this probation. I sent a case report to the court on May 7th this year, detailing some scram issues, and he was ordered to be placed into relapse prevention. On June 3rd, an additional case report was sent to the court detailing more scram violations, where he was then referred to the House of Commons, and most recently a show cause with the court on June 16th, where he was ordered to go to TRICAP, and now this violation, making at least 4 violations, this probation. Attempts have been made to get Mr. Ayub into treatment at both House Commons and TRICAP. He's been very resistant to treatment. Given the fact of the resistance to treatment and his new charges pending, he's really ineligible for any programming that he could be additionally referred to. Unfortunately, it'd be the request of probation that probation be revoked and any additional jail time be left at the discretion of the court. He does have 148 days of total credit. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Austin?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I know Mr. Ayub has been reluctant to engage in any type of residential treatment programming. And given the new charges, I think there's very little left in terms of options here. I know Mr. Ayub is also working, and he's concerned about losing his job if he goes away for a substantial period of time, whether that's jail or residential treatment. I have no opposition, and I don't think Mr. Ayub does either, for him being terminated from probation. I would ask the court not impose any further incarceration at this point. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And now your turn, Mr. Ayub. Is there anything you want to say?
Oh, ma'am, actually, I don't understand what my probation officer said. I don't understand nothing what he said, I don't know what he said.
He just said that he said that he wants to revoke your probation and that you get credit for 148 days you've already served, and he's leaving the rest if I want to impose any more jail time up to me. And your attorney said that he agrees with revoking probation. He believes that you do as well. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. So, ma'am, why, please, why you guys, I just started this job. I'm doing good, why you guys turn me around again, that's what I don't understand. Why, I didn't do nothing wrong. I just keep my job. So again, I don't know what is happening to me again. That's what I don't understand why.
Okay, thank you. Well, considering all of the circumstances and the number of times we tried here to get treatment for someone who really does appear to need treatment, I am going to revoke probation and sentence you to 180 days with credit for 148 days already served. The bench warrant is dismissed, and you have the right to file an application for leave to appeal your conviction and your sentence in this matter. You're entitled to an attorney at public expense to assist you in doing that. If you're making a request for one, you have to make it within 42 days of today's date. The appellate rights form that we will mail to you will tell more about it, Mr. Ayub. And that will conclude this hearing.